What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be installing a little switch panel on my track car, but not to do any of the fancy electrics like ignition stuff. It's purely for some hazard warning lights because the plastic is cracked on the housing here, and when you push it in the dashboard it wants to go in the dashboard and you don't actually end up clicking the light, and it's very annoying. And I found one of these on eBay, but they're like 20-30 quid, and considering I want to be doing this instead, I think it's a much better option. So yeah, today we're going to be redoing the wiring and hopefully getting the hazard warning switch on a cool clicky. So yeah, let's begin.
So as you can see here, my hazard switch is broken. It won't attach to the dash, which is a bit of a hazard. So I bought this switch panel as I think it looks pretty cool, and it's a great addition to any car because let's be honest, who doesn't want toggle switches on the dash? I'm just putting on screen the Haynes manual wiring diagram for this part of the car so anyone at home can follow along. I'm taking both the negative and positive off the battery just to be safe. Then simply cut the plug off. Cut back the plastic wires, and now for a little test fit, I'm just wrapping the wires around the terminals for the time being. The two colours go on the switch and then the earth wire attached to the earth point.
Okay guys, so the ignition's on, and luckily the hazards do work. The problem is when we click them off, they're still going, so you have to click it back up again. So that might be something to do with the fact that this button is, you click it in and then you click it off again. So just going to see if we can find a workaround for that. If not, it's not a big issue, like you have to just click it twice. But yeah, that's it for the moment. It's sort of the theory works, like I like to try these things, and what we'll do now, we'll get some actual spade connectors and everything, do it all up, and then once we've sort of worked it all out, we'll actually make this like vanity plate, as you call it, work better with this, and actually install it properly and make it all look really pretty. So yeah, let's get on and see if we can find a workaround for this. If not, we'll just get on with the wire and you just have to click it twice, no big deal. But yeah, the hazard warning light actually works. So guys, we're back. Can't do anything really about this switch because, as it turns out, this is actually a double switch where you sort of click it in once and it turns on, and you click it off again. So basically on, and then you click it off, and you click it on again, and then you have to click it off again just to turn it off. But to be honest with you, I'm not really fussed about that. I just needed a way of, because on track, if you have a problem or something, you're going to want to put the hazards on just in case. So yeah, the hazards are now on that. So the next part of the plan is to actually wire these in properly with proper spade connectors and that, and make it all neat on the back so it's all fire safe, and then make an actual proper nice vanity plate for also for my turbo gauge to go in. So yeah, let's start with the wiring.
I can strip the wires back properly now. We can then test them and double them back to make them thicker. Then take a spade connector and crimp them down. Do this with all the wires. Attach the wires to the switch panel and screw them down, as this is a much more secure way of attaching them. And now it's time to make a fascia panel to tidy it all up. I'm using the old radio surround as a template on my fresh steel sheet. Then obviously I can cut it out. A quick test fit and it's all good. The idea is the switch panel will go on the left and the gauges on the right. I now have to measure up and cut a hole out for them both. I'm effectively just measuring the sheet, then measuring the switch panel and working out where it should live based on its size. Cut out a smaller diameter opening for it anyway so you can screw it down onto the sheet. And this has now been cut out and it's time for a test fit. It fits great, so I can drill out the screw holes, screw it all in place, and now I can cut out a hole for the dial. I'm using a 51mm hole saw bit as the gauge is a 52mm face with a 51mm back. And here we go, both the switches and gauges fit nicely. Let's go put them in the car. I'm actually proper happy with this. It's ignited the inner child in me, as I've always wanted toggle switches. They're just really satisfying. And one last job is to cut some bolt holes so I can bolt it into the dash securely. I cut these out and then bolt it into the dash.
So there we go guys, that brings us to the end of the video. These little switch panel thing is installed. I think it looks really cool. It's got a nice clean fascia panel that now sort of works in here. Yeah, just for the hazards for the time being. We were thinking about, you know, later date, if you guys want a video, we're going to try and put maybe the ignition on the buttons and that'd be quite cool in this, I think. And then maybe the fans on the other one. I know I've got my comical sticker on there at the moment, but yeah, possibly fans on the other one, I don't know. But because the thing is, being a diesel, the fuel pump doesn't really work the sort of same as a petrol car, so it might just not be worth it. And it's not really like a racing car, is it? But yeah, it'd be cool to have the fans maybe on a switch. Because I know, having daily drive one of these for 6 odd years, I've never experienced the fans kicking in on my one. And on track, that might be nice when you're going into the pit lane to be able to put well, the fans on and stuff, you know, if the car gets really hot. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it entertaining as I have, coming along with this little ride for this. How does it all work? They're really cool. Battery's off at the moment, that's probably not on, but yeah, really quite cool, simple thing. Don't forget to like the video guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Keep enjoying those modified cars.